And so the benefit of discipline in my eyes has always been that through discipline, I get things done.
If you truly want success, it's going to be an incredible journey of your life. It's going to be riddled with highs and lows and ups and downs throughout your life because the pathway to success is not straightforward. It is incredibly challenging, and you're going to have to understand that it's not always going to be easy. Now, that's when a lot of people will give up when they hear it's not going to be easy.
A lot of those are connected to discomfort. Like, discomfort is your friend.
But the ones that truly want it will continue to push and will continue to persevere because they know once they become successful, their life will be changed forever.
Success and progress and the feelings of accomplishment.
Not necessarily financially, but mentally and emotionally, you're going to be going through so much. When you're trying to become successful, you're going to grow and learn so much about yourself and how to develop yourself to be better than you were the day before, to constantly improve so that when you become successful, you look back and you're a completely new person and you're unrecognizable because all the time and energy and effort you put in to becoming the successful stud that you are today.
If I didn't make those mistakes, I wouldn't have understand the importance of friendship and kindness.
And when things get hard, you're going to have the self-confidence in yourself to know that you're going to be able to handle whatever life throws at you and get over the hump, because once you're down and out and you decide to rise up, you discover so much more about yourself and your potential is truly unlimited to become successful and strive to be greater than you were before. Everybody has the same amount of time in each day, but it's all about how you utilize those 24 hours and make the most out of them so that you get the most time to work on your goals that you possibly can.
There's certain jobs, of course, that require you to use your brain, but a lot of them just require you to follow directions. I'm fascinated by martial arts. I'm fascinated by comedy. I'm fascinated by many, many different things. I don't understand when people say they're bored, because if I had the time to live 100 lives, I'd be speaking different languages. I'd be living in different countries. I would try a number of different careers, because I think there's a lot of unbelievably fascinating, puzzling, complex things that you could study in this world. That's just me and my personality, but that's a personality also that I've cultivated over years while I was involved in martial arts very early. Yeah. And I think that is one of the things that motivated me to explore difficult tasks, because through difficult tasks you learn an incredible amount about yourself, and through the fire of competition, you get to understand motivation, you get to understand the resistance that you have inside your mind to doing hard work, you get to understand the rewards of discipline. Like, you don't truly appreciate relaxation unless you've worked hard, and that is the yin and the yang of life. Other people's success, or wondering why other people are successful, is the refuge of losers. It's a loser mentality. It's a loser occupation. It's a loser practice, because you're wondering why other people are successful. But to spend time wondering why someone is successful and hating on someone, it doesn't do any good. It's like, what is that old expression that jealousy is... It's a poison that does the opposite of its intended affect the other person at all, but it poisons yourself. It wastes your energy and time. Well, I figured out, there's something that I figured out personally, and that I try to relay this, and I try to be more clear and more concise the way I relay it. The way I look at it is that your mind, you have a certain amount of bandwidth. This is why I don't read Instagram comments or Twitter comments or YouTube comments. Like, I don't have any time. If I read them, it's an accident. But to seek them out, like, you have bandwidth. I don't spend time wondering why I hate things or hating on someone or being jealous. Well, I was always just doing stand-up, and everything else I was just doing for money. Something would come along, and they would say, "Do you want to act?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'll do that." And it was always like, well, if that sucks, I'll just go back to doing stand-up. Choices, and then it was Fear Factor, and then there was a bunch of other ones. But Fear Factor was just so ridiculous. I mean, we're sicking dogs on people. They're eating animal dicks, and we're drowning them, and whatever bodily fluids that we had available. I mean, it was disgusting. There's been some people that have gone over it with a fine-tooth comb and found some irregularities, but you kind of got to use Occam's razor whenever you're looking at any of those things. Like, what is the most likely possibility? The most likely possibility is that we win. You find out there's almost no evidence. There's nothing. Like, as you go deep into it, it's all just anecdotes. It's all just people's stories. It's all just people saying that this happened to them. So if you get like 100 people, you're going to find one crazy person. So if you have 300 million people, you've got 3 million crazy people. So the fact that all these people have sightings, there has to be something to it. No, there doesn't, because you're dealing with massive numbers of human beings. I don't think we know how to manage our life correctly, and life doesn't come with a guidebook. It doesn't come with, when you're in this condition, seek out these remedies. Start exercising, get together with your friends, tell them you love them, meet up and have dinner and hug each other. Sleep well, drink water, a little bit of whiskey too, right? And also, so many of us have a bad head start. Like you're starting off, like how about your dad? He been growing up, getting kicked out of the family. And then starts a family of his own where you don't even know your grandfather. It's madness, right? So you're coming out of this stressful pocket, or maybe your dad goes to jail, or maybe your mom dies when you're young. All these things that happen to people where they have this bad start, right? And then they develop defense mechanisms to deal with all their insecurities, and they get around similar-minded people, and you curse the world and this, and then you get in these communities of people that think the same way.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.